started. So here you can see there is a error. So it is not a statement; it is a normal commentary. I'm commenting it. Okay. So in the current test method, okay. So I created a person object as well as a another test math function also I created, and I could able to create a two object as well as two objects, the class level methods behaviors. Right? I can, yeah. What is the missing thing? It is not. Okay. I think let me comment this two. Okay, it is an integer, but we gave as a string. Yes. So we are able to access the person class level method by creating a person object, and also we are able to access or we are able to reuse that calling of test method like test math method of one function addition. So this addition function is having addition print, and the person class already sleeping method we are calling. So we got a sleeping mode. So what I am telling you is there are two things here. The first thing is like in current project. So whatever the your company or whatever you are doing the project, so there are multiple people who are working on. So maybe they created a person or this test method function. So we can reuse that existing method by calling them by creating an object and by calling them directly. That is the one thing, right? Suppose if you're building like collection of methods, a collection of classes, collection of methods, right? So that is one kind of build project. So that project will build as a jar. That is build as a jar. Okay. So that is build as a jar. Suppose. So let me take a notepad better. Yeah. Suppose if I created a like 10 or 100 classes with my requirement. Okay. Then we can compile the code and we can build the jar file. Okay. So our outcome is jar file. And after the jar file, if I forward the jar file to you, so you can import my jar file in your project. Then you can reuse my 100 class methods. So that is what our Selenium, that is what our PlayWright. Okay. So the 100 classes to already they predefined. Okay. So I told you, right, I have declared 100 classes, I built jar file and I gave to use. And within the 100 class file, we have 100 methods or 200 methods or to whatever the constructor, everything will be there. All Java related concept will be there. The specific project is nothing but a Selenium, and specific project is nothing but a PlayWright. So those jar file dependencies we are adding to our project. So we are adding to our project. So what we should know is we should know that class names, methods. So methods. So that is the case yesterday, like PlayWright, right? So PlayWright is a class. Okay, browser type is a class. How should I know the browser type of option method? Set headless. So the PlayWright having a Chromium method. Okay, the launch method. So create method. The PlayWright is a class. Suppose okay, PlayWright is a class. It has a create method to create an instance of the PlayWright object. Okay, they already handle in the back end how to create object of PlayWright by using this statement. So PlayWright is a class. Within the class, there is a one create method. By using this create method reference, okay, this PlayWright reference, we can invoke our Chromium browser, Chrome browser, by using the launch method. Okay, so this is a reference. This is a class name. This is a reference. Okay, so that is a kind of thing. So again here also, the browser instance having a new page. Okay, new page is a method of browser class. And this is another object in us and page object. By using the page class having a navigate method that is already taken care by that PlayWright. Whenever you call this method by passing this URL, it will load the URL on the particular browser. Okay, so that is the thing. Clear? Yeah.
So one question, because
Yes,
here
yes.
we already knew that PlayWright is the name, so we could fetch all those variables and methods from the dependency file. But if we don't know the class name, how are we going to search for that?
Yes, very good. So you can type this way. Okay. So by click directly, it will take you to like here in the source code level. This is pure technical. Okay. So by seeing that, you can somebody will understand, but most of the time not. So I would prefer like you can search like this. PlayWright Java API documentation. Okay, so API documentation. So here you can see. Yes, this is the one, Java doc. Okay, so here you can see the references, browser object, browser type, what is a browser, some reference methods, classes. Okay, so here you can see you see it is an interface. There is one more story again, but I will come back to the interface. It is Java related thing, but here you can find out.
So when we join any organization in between a project, that's when they give us a jar file to import into our.
Right.
Okay, and
that
then
is a like jar file. Yeah, based on the jar file import, we will get this entire usage of a class level creating object page, right? So you see page also is the interface.
So it's going to be a local file, right, on my system again.
Yeah, it can be a local file. That is the case. We have added a Maven dependency.
Yeah, that's which we have to connect it to.
This is a jar file. So all the collection of methods, classes, interface, all the methods where we talk, right? The introduction. So they build as a jar file. There as a dependency. So you can use whenever you added this dependency, they are able to access. They are able to access this kind of everything. Suppose if I remove this one, right? Let me remove this dependency and save it. So let me reload it. Now our program, right? Our yesterday program, it will throw the error. So now it is removing that dependency. So jar file is deleting that resolving dependency in the sense. So we are reverting the jar file in our local. Okay. So now if I go here, you see, everything is the red color. Okay. Cannot resolve the symbol of PlayWright. Create a new. So that's why. Okay. Everything is new to here.
On this pom.html, you have shown these dependencies. The part which you have removed, it's only listed on the the document which you have shared with us, but not the build. The from the build, it's not there.
Yeah.
So do we have to?
The build is there. The build must be there. Without build also it works fine. Without build also no problem. But yeah, I told you right. It's a specific. We are specifying by compilation will be done by more than 1.8, not less than 1.8.
some reason it's throwing error for me. So
Okay, yeah. You see, all the errors are resolved now. Okay, okay. Now let's uh, talk on like some uh, objects, like automation side, playwright side. Let me. I have one more slide to explain. Then we can give one example. We can write a one example. Then we'll see. So where is my? Yeah. So yesterday I told you, right, there is a HTML DOM structure like W3 schools, right? Anybody gone through that statements?
yeah, I
If
did
not,
that.
yeah, yeah. If not, this is also useful. I done this one. Yeah. So DOM, right? What is meant by DOM? DOM is like a document object model. So your HTML page. Okay, your HTML page, entire page will call as a DOM. Okay, so entire starting HTML in the starting tag and ending slash with the HTML tag, that is called as a DOM. Okay, so that is the one. Yeah. So there is a one of the DOM, right? In that there is a division. div is the one of the section. Okay. So here I told you, right? There are the tags. We should read the tags and the properties. Tags and properties, right? So you can see this is a div tags having a property of ng context something class some value. And also there is a inside the division there is the input tag having this kind of attributes. Okay, type is email. Okay, and full length of id is equal to input email, and the class is the class name. Okay, and ending with this division tag. Similarly, so for better explanation, you can see here. So the HTML tags, right? Div and HTML tags, attributes. So attribute name, attribute value. So the red color arrows are attribute names and blue colors are values. Okay. So in this example, you can see uh, yeah, the class name and the ID. There are predefined objects. Okay. So mostly we'll refer ID name. Okay, class name. And this is like kind of table structure. Okay. So this is a kind of a table. So T body, TR, TD, TD, T rows, right? And yeah. So the open tag. Here, the open tag, closing tag is very important. So open tag in the sense it is a root. So if you right click here, one of the third row, what is the root? It should be open. So one, two, this one, right? It is not open. Means it said have some tags, subtags, but it is not a where you click that. It is not a sub child. It is a like a sibling. Okay, sibling to this particular TD. Okay, this TR having these many TDs. The first TD is a sibling. That is a kind of thing. Okay, and nested content, and you see parent elements. Okay, parent element, child element. TR is a parent element. Inside the TDs, four TDs are child elements. Okay, siblings we call as siblings. Okay, so this is our yeah. So let's automate one kind of scenario here, and so let's what is our demo site? We'll take demo site, right? Let me open the demo site. Yeah, I'll go with it today like demo Orange HRM. So I want to automate this page by using Playwright. Okay, so we should open this page. Okay, so this is my URL. So let me go here and I will change this URL to this one. Okay, and the page title automatically page title come to here. So this is a page title. So suppose it is hiding, I think. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. So this is the page title. So this will come there. Now, suppose I want to log in, right? In login. So what are the steps I need to perform? So in manual testing, I first is open the browser. Okay, we opened it and it reloaded that URL we have done. Now we need to see the text box of username. Then enter the username. Then we can go with this find out the password where we need to enter. Okay, enter the password. Then there is a submit button. Click it. Then that user actions will be done. That login successful depends upon your provided input of username passwords. Okay, let's automate. So to automate, right now till now we have loaded the file by using this. Okay, PlayWright instance is created and the browser instance also created, and it is a Chromium browser. So we are launching in a headless mode, means the browser instance will be loaded in local and open the page, and within the page we are navigating to this particular HRM login page. So then we can provide the next step is find out. Okay, so find out the username text box. Okay, and next is find out the password text box. So then click on login. So find out and as well as enter the username. Enter the password. Okay, so how to find out? So I told you, right, there are locators. So where we can refer. So inspect the element. So this is the inspector section. Like if you right click on the area of the text box, right click and click on this one. You can see this is the one. You can see the element section. Okay, in that element section, so it is directly highlighted. So some colored. So above are white color. This particular area which you inspected, that area is highlighted here. And you can see here, it is a input type, the tag name. First, we need to identify the tag name. And inside that, there are, I told you, right, there are attributes. Class attribute. Okay, this is the class attribute. And name attribute. And placeholder is one of the attribute. So there are this. Okay.
Which one will be the
which one we need to take
username, the best one to use actually?
Yes, first one is if your ID is there, you can go with the ID. Then ID is not there, next one is the name.
Okay, same like Selenium.
Okay, so name, yes, as like Selenium only.
Yeah.
Okay, as like Selenium only.
And everyone says the CSS select is the best option, like.
Yeah, it is a best one. The speed of test execution is very speed, rendering of the page, right? And quickly it will identify. But we cannot always go with the CSS. Yes. There are some certain criteria required to use XPath as well. Okay. So I will tell you that there is one like kind of a section we are going to talk. The detail section going forward. XPath, when to use XPath, what is the XPath, difference between the XPath and CSS. I will cover this.
Thank you.
Okay. So now again, if I inspect here, so inspecting of which one? Right now, let me clear this one, existing one. Yeah, click on the password. So here also type password, name is a password. Okay. And if I inspect that login button, oh my god, what happened? Yeah, inspect the login button. You see, there is a login button. Button is a tag. Okay, so why we need to refer like this. Button is the tag. Okay, inside that what are the attributes? So this button attribute having only class attribute, and there is a text, button text. Okay, button text. So this time I can go with the class name, but the class name is a very long one, maybe class name, right? Maybe duplicate sometimes, not every time. So we want to go with that XPath. So here there is no chance. There is no CSS. So something like some cases are there. So there we can use XPath CSS. Okay, clear, right? Till now? Okay, yeah. So let me stop the session.